Hey y'all, it's Julie with Longhorn Kennels. You can find this puppy and all of our others on our website at longhornkennels.com. You can also find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, all at Longhorn Kennels. I have a mini Aussie Doodle with me. She is gorgeous. This litter was born on the 17th of May. They are going home July 12th in College Station or the 13th in Corpus Christi. Mom, Dulce, has her OFA hip, elbow, patella, cardiac, and eye certifications, plus her genetic panel. Dad, Mariachi, has his OFA hip, elbow, patella, cardiac, eyes, and his genetic panel. This is Liberty. Where is her weight? She, as of yesterday, weighs 2 pounds, 5.1 ounces. Pretty sure that both eyes are blue. Super young yet, so hard to tell. Kind of when they're born, they get this, like, I don't know, like this milky covering, and that begins to clear when I do the testing that I do early on. There's a few things that we can do to kind of tell. It looks blue, but particularly on brown dogs, it is extremely hard to tell. So give me a little bit of grace on that. By 5.5, 6 weeks, we have a pretty good idea. But even still then, on brown dogs, we can change up until like 6 months old, because the way that blue and green both look, and green is super common on brown dogs. If this dog had brown eyes, that'd be a lot easier to tell earlier. But the fact that we're talking about blue and green, that's really nuanced, so hard to say. Let's talk a little bit about her. I think we're going straight or wavy. None of this litter is going to be curly, so they're all going to be straight or wavy. A lot of people are like, what do you mean a straight doodle? I've kind of I guess like GMO'd, because I don't like a real tight curl on a doodle. It makes it a little bit harder for me, and so I have made as many of them just more wavy and a little straighter right from the beginning, and that's kind of how I do it. So getting into it a little bit with her, she's Night, as you can see. She is tan pointed, and that's, you know, this peanut butter look. She's got it, you know, here on her cheeks, here on her legs, and it's here on her front, but you just can't see it because she's white. One thing I really like about her is her, it's not perfectly an hourglass, it's kind of off to the side, so that's really nice. Are you Night? Almost, huh? She's tired. Cute little brown nose. Her front legs, the gloves are equal, which is interesting. A lot of times they're not. Can we look at your tum-tum? Okay, hang on. Some white on her chest. Cute little tummy here. I know. Looking at her collar, it's thin, but it's pretty complete. I mean, maybe this is not perfect, but it is pretty complete here. You know, I say 25-ish on this whole litter. She may not go all the way. Mom is 22, Dad is 12.5 or 13, something like that. I give myself some room, some cushion, because they are both tend to kind of overthrow their own size. So I'm saying 25, but honestly, if we came in smaller, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Talking about her personality here, I really like her. She's super go with the flow, which is something that is really important to me in a dog. It makes me, dogs that are super opinionated are just like people that are super opinionated, and they're just kind of harder to work with. So I really, really, really care for these dogs that are just a little bit, less opinionated, happier with less. Content is a good word. And then both of these parent dogs are like everything else that I make, and very emotionally stable. That's super, super, super important to me. I see you, Angel. Super important to me, because I'm always wanting something that could go in a million different directions. You might have, like me, 5 kids and your life is chaotic, or you may be, retired and it's very quiet in your house. I never know where these dogs are going to end up, and I want to be sure that they are able to go into multiple different homes. And so that's something that is extremely important to me, something that's very, very, very emotionally stable. And I have built my program that way from the beginning. I sort of deconstructed the dogs that I initially bought and reconstructed them with all the characteristics that I really like, and I would say she's it. On the hyper scale, a 1 doesn't get up off the couch, and a 10 makes you completely crazy. You don't even want them in your house. I would put her at a 3.5 or a 4. Some people are like, oh, well, does that mean the dog won't still go hike or, hang with my family or whatever? Let me tell you, you get over the 5 limit, and now you need to adjust your life for the dog, because now the dog is so energetic. It has to go out all the time. You're trying to find things to do to keep it busy. For me, I try not to ever make a 6, because those dogs tend to kind of wreck my world a little bit. I don't mind, but like, I don't mind taking the dog on a walk and all that. These are things that, like, if you're just a busy family, but also you want the dog to turn off. And to me, a dog over a 5 is really hard to get them to turn off. So I don't make those. So don't think that a 3.5 or 4 is too low. I promise you it's not. So showing her to you one more time. Gorge. Coat's just starting to come in. It's just age. They're just 3 weeks as of yesterday. So there you have it. There's Liberty. Thanks, y'all.